In this video, we're going to show you the perfect itinerary for Barcelona. One of the questions we get asked most is how many days to stay in the city. To see the bare basics, you need 3 days. But to do it calmly, visit the neighborhoods, and still do an incredible day trip, we recommend at least 5 days. That's why we've prepared a super complete 5-day itinerary with the best of Barcelona. We've grouped the sites by area so you don't waste time. If you have less time, you can cut the last day, which is the day trip. So let's get started. When is the best time to visit Barcelona? In our opinion, the best times are spring, from April to June, and fall, in September and October. The weather is perfect, not too hot and not too cold, and the city is vibrant. We recommend avoiding July and August. It's summer, the high season. The city gets unbearably crowded with tourists and is very hot and humid. So, how will our 5-day itinerary work? The idea is to use Barcelona as a single base, staying at the same hotel. The secret to Barcelona is using the public transport, which is excellent. You will use the metro and walk a lot. And most importantly, do not rent a car. The traffic is chaotic, parking is impossible, and you won't use it. We'll divide the days by area. 1 day for Gaudi's works, 1 day for the Gothic quarter, 1 day for Montjuic, 1 day for the beach, and 1-day trip. Now, let's talk about transportation, which is the most important part. The best way to get around Barcelona is the metro. It's efficient, clean, safe, and takes you everywhere. The golden tip is not to buy single tickets. Buy the T-Casual card. It's a pass that gives you 10 trips on the metro or bus and costs about 12 euros. It's much cheaper. To get from El Prat Airport, BCN, to the center, the easiest option is the Aerobus. It's a blue bus that leaves from both terminals and drops you at Plaça de Catalunya in 30 minutes. It costs about 7 euros. The metro, line L9, also goes, but it's slower and more expensive. And a car? Do not rent a car in Barcelona, ever. The traffic is chaotic, parking is impossible and extremely expensive, and the city has low emission zones. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. You'll be close to all these tourist spots. The most famous area for tourists is the Gothic quarter and El Born, right next to it. The advantage is the charm of the medieval streets, the super central location, and the huge number of bars and restaurants. The disadvantage is that it's very touristy, can be noisy at night, and the buildings are old, sometimes without elevators. The second option, and our favorite for logistics, is Example. This is the planned district, with wide streets and a grid layout. The advantage is that it's a more organized, safe neighborhood, great for shopping on Passeig de Gràcia, and has the best metro connections. It's where Casa Batlló and Sagrada Familia are. The disadvantage is that it lacks the old world charm. A third option is the Gràcia neighborhood. It's an old village that was absorbed by the city. The advantage is that it has a local, neighborhood feel. The disadvantage is that it's farther from the main attractions. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. If you stay in the Example or El Born area, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here on the QR code on the screen and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. In every destination, we always recommend one that is very cheap and super well located, and another that's a bit nicer in the same location, but a little more expensive. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The earlier you book your hotel, the less you will pay. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price. And if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper. Travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all attractions, good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account to carry money paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Now, let's get to the day-by-day plan. Day 1. Gaudi's icons. Today is for seeing the most famous works. Wake up early and take the metro, line 2 or 5, to the Sagrada Familia station. The #1 attraction is the Sagrada Familia. You must buy your ticket online months in advance, with a time slot. The basic ticket costs about 38 euros. Reserve at least 2 hours. The interior looks like a stone forest with stained glass windows that color the room. For lunch, look for a menu del dia in the restaurants around the Sagrada Familia. In the afternoon, let's go to Park Guell. The logistic is a bit tricky. Take the metro, line 3, and get off at Lesseps station. From there, you'll have a steep 20-minute uphill walk. A better option is to take bus line 24, which drops you closer. The monumental zone, with the mosaic benches, is ticketed. The ticket costs about 10 euros. Buy this in advance too. At night, have dinner in the charming Gràcia neighborhood, which is near the park. Day 2. Gothic Quarter and El Born. Today is for getting lost in history. Start at Plaça de Catalunya. Walk down Las Ramblas. Be warned, this is the worst place in Europe for pickpockets. Hold onto your bag and phone. Enter the Mercado de la Boqueria. It's an explosion of colors, fruits, and tapas bars. Leave Las Ramblas and enter the Gothic quarter. It's a labyrinth of medieval streets. Visit the Barcelona Cathedral. The ticket to the cloister, where 13 white geese live, costs about €9. For lunch, have tapas in the Gothic quarter. Bar Celta Pulperia is great for octopus. In the afternoon, cross Via Laietana and explore the El Born neighborhood. It's trendier than the Gothic quarter. Visit the Santa Maria del Mar Church. Free entry. If you like art, visit the Picasso Museum. The ticket costs €12 and must be reserved. At night, have dinner in El Born. El Champagnet is a classic tapas bar, famous for cava and anchovies. Day 3, Passeig de Gràcia and Montjuic. In the morning, let's go to the chic avenue. Take the metro to Passeig de Gràcia station. This street is famous for 2 Gaudí masterpieces. The first is Casa Batlló. The facade looks like it's made of bones and dragon scales. The second is Casa Milà, known as La Pedrera. The entrance fee for the houses is very expensive. The ticket for Casa Batlló starts at €35. Casa Milà starts at €28. Admiring the facades from the outside is free and already worth it. For lunch, the famous sandwich shop from Florence, All'Antico Vignaio, has a location here. A €10 sandwich is a full meal. In the afternoon, let's go to Montjuic Hill. Take the metro to Paral station. From there, take the funicular, which is included in your metro ticket. At the top, you can take the Montjuic cable car to the castle. The round trip costs about €15 and has a great view. In the late afternoon, watch the magic fountain show. It happens at the base of the hill. It's a show of water, lights, and music. It's free, but check the operating days and times. Day 4, Barceloneta and Gothic quarter. In the morning, let's go to the beach. Take the metro, line 4, and get off at Barceloneta station. Barceloneta is the old fisherman's quarter. Walk along the promenade, see the famous W Hotel. For lunch, eat the famous paella. The Barceloneta area is famous for it. The restaurant Con Soleil is a classic, but it's expensive. Expect to spend about €70 per person. In the afternoon, go back to the lower part of Las Ramblas. Visit Palau Guell, another Gaudí masterpiece. The ticket costs €12. Walk through Port Vell, the old port. For dinner, go to the Mercado de la Boqueria. Many tapas bars in the back, like El Quim de la Boqueria, serve incredible dinners at the counter. Day 5. Day trip to Montserrat. On your last day, let's take a spectacular day trip to the Holy Mountain of Catalonia. Go to the Plaça d'Espanya metro station. Follow the signs for the FGC train, line R5. The train journey takes 1 hour. You must get off at the Monistrol de Montserrat station. There, you will transfer to the Cremallera, rack railway, which climbs the mountain. The 15-minute ride is breathtaking. The combined ticket for the R5 train and the rack railway costs about €38 round trip. At the top, visit the Basilica, home of the Moreneta, the Black Madonna. Entry is free. If you're there in the morning, try to hear the Escalania Boys Choir, which sings around 1 p.m. For lunch, eat at the self-service restaurant at the top. In the afternoon, take the funicular to Santa Cova to walk to the Holy Cave. In the late afternoon, take the reverse path back to Barcelona. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like La Sagrada Familia, Park Güell, and Casa Batlló sell out days before. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Skip the line tickets for La Sagrada Familia, timed entry for Park Güell, and the ticket for Casa Batlló, all at the best price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. Now let's talk about transportation, reinforcing it. The best way to get around Barcelona is on foot and by metro. You will walk a lot. The T-Casual Pass, which gives you 10 trips, costs about €12 and is the best option. Do not rent a car in Barcelona. The traffic is chaotic, and the ZTL fines are very expensive. About travel insurance, essential and mandatory to enter Europe. You need coverage of €30,000. Use the comparator in the link in the description to save money. Quick shopping tips. Spain is the best place to buy Zara, Mango, and Massimo Dutti. The street Portal de l'Àngel is where the popular shops are. La Roca Village Outlet is a 40-minute bus ride away. Remember, tax-free on any purchase. There is no minimum. Validate at El Prat Airport. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Subscribe and like the video for more tips. And how much does it cost to eat in Barcelona? The city is more expensive than Madrid or Seville. A Big Mac combo costs €9. A beer, a caña, costs €2 to €3. The golden tip is the Menú del Día at lunchtime. For 12 to 18 euros, you get a full meal. A tapas dinner will cost about 30 euros per person, and the tip is not obligatory. And what to do at night? The night starts very late. The Gothic and El Born neighborhoods are the best for tapas bars. In summer, the big clubs are on the Barceloneta beach. Clubs like Pacha and Opium are on the waterfront. And if you're traveling with children, Barcelona is great. They will love Park Guell. The Aquarium de Barcelona, in Port Vell, is one of the largest in Europe. And the Tibidabo Mountain has an old amusement park at the top. And to combine your trip, this itinerary already focuses on Barcelona. The #1 combination is with the Costa Brava. You can rent a car and be in villages like Tossa de Mar in 90 minutes. The second combination is with Girona, which is 40 minutes by high-speed train. And from Barcelona, you can take the high-speed train and be in Madrid in 3 hours. If you liked this detailed Barcelona itinerary, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Leave your questions in the comments. Thank you very much and have a great trip.